This is my first introductory video for the YouTube. Now, I've been thinking of doing something which will help the young generation of today and people in general as such, so that I can convey what I want to convey. And my aim is to reach to a wider audience in the shortest possible time. And since time is something which is not there always with you, and I think that social media is the only media where you can reach the wider audience in the shortest possible time. So I thought of making videos and express my views to the people, and if they find that what I'm saying has substance, or if they feel what I'm saying is correct, they can imbibe it, and especially the younger generation, and for that matter anyone. And my other aim was to help youngsters in their various activities, in their various fields, in their personality development, and in development of individual as a leader, because I felt that I can guide people and guide especially the youngsters in doing something which they want to do. Now, why did I start now? First question is this. Now I started, although I've been thinking of doing this since over so many years, because there are so many things which have been coming to my mind, which trouble me, and which I feel are not right. That any individual goes through these kind of trauma and turmoil in his mind, that he wants to do something and he is not able to do, or he finds things, or he or she finds things which are not as per what they think is right. And it happens in any sphere of life. It happens in our organization, it happens in our society. Everywhere things are happening which are not to the liking of everybody, but everybody cannot voice their opinion. Everybody doesn't get the courage to do it, or people don't have the time to do it. But there are so many things happening around us which trouble us. Now it depends what is your horizon. Now if you see most of the people, that depends on the educational background, that depends on the awareness of the individual, that depends upon the kind of upbringing that individual has. That our area of concern is generally in India, it has been seen, is limited to our own house. We are only bothered what is happening in our house. What happens outside our house, it doesn't bother us, most of the people. Now if you go further, there are people who are concerned what is happening in their society, and their limitation is within the society. Or some people who are only concerned what happens to their family and their immediate relative. Beyond that, they are not bothered. Now you could go beyond society. There are people who may be bothered what happens in their town, in their city. It bothers them. But there are people to whom it doesn't bother at all what is happening in their city around them, as long as everything is fine in their house. Now go beyond the city, people must be bothered about the state in which they stay, the state which they belong to. If they have a still wider horizon, then it troubles them what happens in their state. If it is not happening to their liking, or if it is not happening, the things are not going as per what they feel is right. So they are bothered about the state only. I don't mean to say only the state. They are bothered about to that level that they are bothered about what is happening in their state. They are not only concerned with their house or with their town or with their city only. They go beyond that. Now there are people who are bothered what is happening in their country. Now those kind of people are very few. So same way, it troubles them if what is happening in their country on a wider horizon. It troubles them. It makes them feel the need to do something. Now there are so many things. Now when we talk about when you have a horizon which is as wide as your own country, or you can go beyond that, which I don't think many people think beyond that, that they think beyond their country and they think about the whole the earth as such, or on which we inhabit and which gives us life, which supports our life. I don't think there are very few people who are bothered about the earth as such, or our abode on which we stay, that is our planet. So what has been my aim here is to make something, or to give my views, so that people can think about beyond their limited horizon. They can go beyond that and think for the betterment of the society as a whole, or beyond the society, our whole planet as a whole, which you can laugh about it, but then it's not whatever is happening as of now around us, to our nature, to our surrounding, is not good at all. It's not going in the right direction. That's what I feel. And it's not me, there are so many people who feel about it, that it's not heading in the right direction. That is, the earth on which we survive, on which we live, our environment is getting polluted, people are selfish, people are self-centered. So we need to change our thinking. The biggest requirement is to change our thinking. So change our thinking at the home front, change our thinking at the society in which we live in, the township which we live in, changing our thinking with respect to the city in which we live in, and going beyond that thing, changing our thinking beyond the, going around beyond the city and thinking about the state in which we live in, and going beyond the state to our country, and then going beyond that our country to the wider horizon, to our world as such. Now, what has brought me to this situation? Now, what triggered this? I mean to say, my desire to go beyond where I've been limiting myself till now. I will come to a small incident. I will relate that incident to for the benefit of the people who are hearing. I paused the video because I was just having my tea, which my daughter gave me. I wanted to finish it before it becomes cold, So I was talking, see, there's so many things which troubles us. There are things which troubles us within our family. We try to sort them out because that concerns us, that is our family, so we do that. There are problems within our relatives, we try to sort them out. There are problems within the organization where we work, if we are working, till we are working, and we try to, if something is not happening which we feel is right, we raise our voice, or we have our means of overcoming them. Now, when you go beyond the organization where you work in, and when you come to the place where you live in, if there are things happening in the place where you live in, and if there's something happening which is not correct, you oppose that. And it's always, every time you're opposing things and you are fighting the system, because the system is what we are, what our thinking is. Our system is whatever our thinking is. System is not beyond our thinking. It is our thinking which makes a system. If there is a system which is not to your liking, that means the thinking which is behind the system is not right. So what needs to be changed is the thought process behind it. The thinking of the people who control that system. If you can change the thinking of the people who control that system, then things will move in a better direction then. So I'm giving an incident what made me rather come here and speak to everybody. It was just a small incident, and which made me realize that things opposing everything which is not right doesn't solve the problem as such. I mean to say, how many things you're going to oppose? There are so many things happening which are not correct, which are not happening in the way it should be happening. So I realized that opposing everything is time consuming and it's energy sapping, and you don't achieve the result on a wider scale. You may achieve at a small front or at a certain front, but then it takes away a lot of your time and energy. And when you have a family with you, when you have a family to look after, when you have children and you have your own family, it's not always possible to devote that much amount of time. And then the other aspect is, the bigger and important aspect is a short-term solution. Opposing something which is not right is a short-term solution. It's not a long-term solution. Long-term solution is changing our thinking. If you can change the thinking of the people who control the things around us, we can definitely move in the right direction. So I was giving an example now, where I am staying, there is in our housing society, there is a open area, which is a low-lying area, which must have been a quarry some time back. And in that open area, which is almost 5,000, 6,000 square meter, there are trees which have grown, and these trees are almost 50 trees, and they are growing in an area of that 5,000 square meter, and they are almost 50-60 years old also. Now the society management wanted to fill up that low-lying area and cut these trees and sell those, after leveling that low-lying area and cutting these trees into plots and sell it to people who they want to plot to gain some financial benefit. Now this was which was not to the liking of most of the people in the society, but most of the people either didn't feel it, didn't get the courage to go against this activity of the management, or they didn't have the time, or they didn't feel it is that much important, because as long as their house is okay, how does it matter what happens outside their house. Now this green area is the open area which is supposed to be left open. Since it was already a green area, you can leave it open as per the society norms, that certain area has to be left open in a certain percentage of the area could have been left open, and everything was okay. But then management thought, no, let's make some money and fill up this area, cut the trees, now which was against my conscience when it is happening in front of my house. So I opposed it. I wrote letters to all the concerned authority. The whole activity started somewhere in November last year, that is November 2019. And finally, no, sorry, I beg your pardon, I'll correct myself, in November 2020. And subsequently, by this year, that is in March, now I was able to stop this activity. The filling which was done in the low-lying area with the intention of cutting the trees was cleared. So it took me almost 4 months to get the result out of it. Now, this was a small area which was adjacent to my house, and which took me almost 4 months to get back to the original state what that area was. Now there are so many things which you would like to oppose like this. Now if you oppose it and do this, then you're going to spend, I have spent 4 months, you may have to spend 4 years or maybe 40 years to change the direction of the things which are happening and which are not happening in the right direction. So I felt that this process is time consuming. It will not help in achieving a wider objective also. What will help us achieve a wider objective is when we change our thinking. When we change our thinking, we can change the system, we can change the process, we can change the methods, and that can only happen when we change our thinking. If we change our thinking, our leaders will change their thinking, because we'll ask them the right things, we'll seek from them the right thing. And that's why I thought we need to change our thinking. We need to develop our personality, where we change our personality, we improve our personality, we transform the thinking of the Indians as such, and we change the whole process and the whole thinking of the society, thinking of the country. Now that can be achieved when we propagate the right thinking and the right advice. So that's why I thought I'll bring out something which on this YouTube, which is a very, very strong medium, and that's why I thought of starting my own channel called Pig Tit. Now when you say Pig Tit is nothing but personal or personality improvement guidance, and TIT means transforming Indian thinking. Now that's very important, because until we change our thinking, until we change the thinking of our countrymen, and especially our youngsters, until we transform their personality by guidance, by guiding them, or transform the any personal individual's thinking, we will not be able to achieve anything. And it is not a short-term process. It may take years and years, or decades and more than that, but we need to put in effort, and I thought I need to put in effort in this direction, and that's why I thought I will go on YouTube and speak to the people who may like to hear me, and if they feel what I'm saying is right, they can imbibe it, they can then pass it on to the others who are in their touch or who are in their contact, and accordingly we can build up a small process of change of our thought process for improving the thinking of the society, thinking of the Indians as such, and it's a long-term process. It takes time. We need to understand that India as a country has been under the colonial rule for hundreds of years, and we have been used to, or we have been made to think like that, and because of our oppressors, because of our colonial rulers, and our thinking needs to change now. And we need to change our thinking in the positive direction. We need to, especially the youngsters, need to be guided in the right direction, and for that we require some guidance. And I thought maybe I will be able to guide through this medium. I don't have the money to construct a school and start teaching the youngsters from. I don't have that much money, neither the resources. So I thought this is the only small way I can improve the personality of the youngsters. If they hear me, if they hear me what I want to say, and if they feel I'm right, then they can imbibe those right things. So maybe I'll stop here and maybe we'll come back. So my channel is Pig Tit. That's what I have named it. Blah blah. You can say blah blah blah. I'll talking. It's a blah blah. BL double A BL double A. That's what I have named it. I named it like this because this is what I thought will be. I'll be able to propagate. I'll be able to convey my message to the concerned people at large, and if they feel it is right, they can tell the others, they can go and hear me, and maybe we'll be able to transform ourselves into better individual human beings. So thanks a lot. Today is 31st of March 2021, and I end my video here. And because I have to go and do some work outside also, I have a garden to look after, plants to look after, so I have to go and water those plants and that garden, because these are the plants who don't speak, and we have to become their voice, because they don't speak, they don't cry, they don't bleed. That doesn't mean they don't feel. Plants do feel. If you read the research done by the scientists, plants do feel our emotions. If we talk to them, they do feel our emotions, they do hear us. So I'll be going and watering my garden and looking after my garden, and subsequently I'll come back again. Thank you.